Good look to both. He had 8 rounds.
We saw Brian Norman Jr. We thought we were going to be out.
Very, very fast. Landed a big test for him. He learned a
and that's one of the things he told us how in such a way we knockouts. It's back and get in his last fight and lost against Alexis Rojas, but he put up a good fight in that one.
Okay, being the beast, build his name to fail. Norman has to.
So far, so good. You see at this point from Norman Jr. And there's a body shot with the left hand.
Like you just saw about 10 seconds. It's a walk.
Nice combination up top and then gets caught up with a few shots.
Supposed to be boxing. Seem to be giving him too much respect. I like that. Remember that he's the boss, and I'm talking about
last fight and what he even signed to a big promoter, had some of those nerves and taking the risk. Go ahead and ab on that combination.
Down the center of opponent's face.
Oh, he's getting everything started.
A little bit, and you know that because he was tight every movement, but he slots pulling back, which lets you know that he's calming.
Perez's style he just has this herky-jerky rhythm about him. He's always moving. Comes around with the hook and gets caught with it.
Stayed out there and let both.
There's a nice left that got in there.
Sequence right there. Perez led both fighters. Body shot from Norman over out of his repertoire and show us with that bout. I think we'll get a.
He himself has been clearing step forward because he hasn't shied away from that at all. In our main, now we have Brian. Good exchange there, Dre, but pretty much.
Fighter is all about. Good shot right there from Perez. Perez is a skill set standpoint than Perez. And I think he things up because if not, advantage to keep throwing big shots.
Well, one of the things he told us, something he has not yet quite established.
Really game plan and be consistent.
There gets out of the line.
Yeah, but Norman's got shots go to the head and to the body. He's just standing in front of the opponent.
Start to step up and get some bigger transition here as we start for the first fight of the night. A double world. Shown some nothing throwing those kind of wild. Clipped with the left hand, turning it up offense.
But he shouldn't be getting hit with even the ones he's getting hit with and not being alert. Because Perez is facing bigger punch.
With that shot and hasn't really let it fly the way that we've seen.
He had Perez right in the right.
Down to
pick up the pace. Start to cut off punch when you get there. Slightly missed Norman the other.
And a lot of movement in this fight from Norman, and I understand that slowing down take away from some of his punch output. If they would like them to picking up the pace and stepping on the gas pedal as we turn to the second half of the fight, round 5. Down to the body for Butler. Answers with a body shot. And Perez, I mean, he showed that grit, he had toughness. I think Norman had a little more respect, the prospect that he believes that he is. I think he's got to take his gear.
You should always have a level of respect for your opponents, but everything that they get, it came in and executed the game that, you know, he just, this is with Perez that he just should, his body is in front on your bike and move around.
You got caught with a shot there, Dre.
Just shouldn't be.
Junior that you want to zap the opponents.
He hasn't exactly executed that, and I think it's not that everybody on ESPN and that to a young fighter sometimes. Shots
like that.
Yep, as often as he can.
Nice second, maybe thought about switching south. Perez, as Norman spent most of the fight, moves. Surprised at leash that.
The left set think there's even more left hand because he's had 6 slush on the so why get away from something that's when he's making a fight.
Exchanges, Perez getting like, okay, I'm gonna get back moving around the, showing him, you know, right now he's just confident with
called separation. Present look to the world. You want separation. You want to see the difference between doing that at the moment.
And a little shot on the inside scores for Perez, who's down to the body goes.
Different than a fight, but he's been in there with elite guys. Sparred the Terrence Crawford, so he can hang with the gym, and you want to see that translate in these real fights. Norman better be careful. One punch, but he could put 2 and 3 together.
Perez with the hand down to the body. Looking to mix it up here, and these maybe showing a little bit of some ring factor in this fight. Somebody that you area native, him 8. Nick picked a little round expectations based on what he told us when we spoke with him.
Well, just not even that, but he has ski corner. His father, his coach is asking, and I think he's got to answer.
The matchmakers at Top Rank know what they're doing, and it's just one loss. So
for them to gain confidence and to grow, and I'm talking
The nice left hand to the back to the jab, 1-2 hook.
He's doing his part, but previous fight, him have these surges where he stayed strong.
And it's kind of, I do agree in the past, even just as recent as his last fight.
I think that's not him undertraining. Too much work that might have gone into this, but you can take nothing. Stayed in the pocket, durable, and keep pressing the
eyebrow or on the right eye.
Just scoring this.
Continuing to come forward, left hand like he has. Eyebrow.
And you want to try.
It's a nice fight long.
Good right hand from Norman.
Shot gets in from Norman.
Just from both men.
And this is the most straight at Butler. Norman Jr. stood in there.
He can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Perez should go. Let both hands go. He should go right now. Last fight.
And what maybe we thought more of. Your uppercut gets in from Perez.
That's what you want if you're Perez. Throw.
That's
More
it.
rounds.
Why not?
Good.
Left elbow. There's the body.
Best round of the fight for both fighters.
Oh, nice left hand with that shot. Goes right back to it. Definitely in like
I'm
that.
telling you, they saw the light.
Oh,
they said we can let it all hang out.
Brian, the Assassin 2, Norman Jr.